Right, gang, well,
Now, I need your help. What is the difference between a crab and a lobster? What I mean is, which one walks sideways, a crab or a lobster?
It's a crab.
It's a crab. OK, I've got lobsters. I've been rehearsing that all evening, and you didn't... Stevie, even you didn't laugh. It's about time some of you laughed. I thought it was a joke. Tonight, we're talking about humour. What makes you laugh, what doesn't make you laugh.
Stupid impressions.
And you can ring... Why am I getting an awful lot of... Do you mind, Miller? Will you wrap up for a few moments, please? We're on the air here. I'm sorry, we're going to find Mr. Miller's doing his act at the moment out there, and I seem to have it plugged through here, but... What sort of jokes do you like to see on TV? You can ring us now. Here's the number, OK, 0532 46 1000. Pick up the phone, give us a call now. We'll be seeing the immortalised Charlie Chuck a little bit later on. We've got some live music and all sorts of humour, so stay tuned. And, of course, it's Linda Nolan's birthday. But first, Simon Morris, who is from Sega Video. Is that right, Simon?
It's from the company's called Virgin Mastertronic, which is the exclusive distributor for Sega in this country.
And this is a completely new video game, all this business here, which if you stay tuned, we may be giving away a little bit later on if you're good. It's worth over £200.
Yeah.
What exactly is different about this one then, Simon?
Different from what? Different from the original video games? Yeah. Well, it's a games console, it's not a computer game, and it's the difference is that it's state-of-the-art graphics. It's progressed considerably over the last sort of 10 years. So, are you going to have a go at this?
Yeah, I might as well have a go at that, mightn't I, really? This is as good as the ones you'd find in those rather smelly, dirty arcade places.
Well, yeah, so the point is you've got arcade quality graphics that you can play at home.
Yeah, I see. I think I've just been knackered there, haven't I?
You haven't really got that hang of this.
It takes a lot of, doesn't it? The problem is I noticed some of the people hanging around here before the programme all playing with it. It's a little addictive. Is it addictive, do you think?
Well,
go on, smack
it could... Yeah, I mean, quite possibly be addictive, but the point is that you're playing it in the comfort of your own home, so you have ultimately the control over it. You have parental control over it.
Yeah.
You're not very good at all,
I'm not very good at that, really. I didn't have a misspent youth, you see, that's the thing. You've obviously, Simon, you've obviously been rehearsing this quite a lot, haven't you? Yes. What's this here? This is, it's got a pig in here, is it, or what?
It's a fat cow.
It's a fat cow? I see, yes, OK. Yeah, I'm not saying a thing. And what is this up here? This is...
it's a flying pig.
A flying pig, yes. That's all tasteful stuff. And a little later, hopefully, we're going to have Michael Jackson on the show.
Michael Jackson is coming in,
yeah.
So as we speak, he's on his way.
OK, right, well, listen, Simon, you go off and get yourself a cup of coffee.
Right.
And we'll play more with this a little bit later on. And it's £180 or so, isn't it? It's quite nice, really. Anyway, what?
Good evening.
Oh, Linda, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I just wondered if
it's
you'd
your birthday,
seen this...
Linda.
It's my birthday.
It's Linda's birthday.
My birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you. Cry, make it look good. Birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Now, come on, make it like Cilla Black, surprise, surprise. Burst into tears, Linda. Oh, that's so touching, isn't it? And the audience are going to cry as well.
It was the singing, actually.
OK.
Did you read the paper?
I don't read the paper. Which one? The one that most of those rather fat, ugly lager lads take into the toilet and read. Yes, I know.
Did you read it?
The only thing that would improve Wales' show, something. He looks like what is a...
No, not that.
It's upset me.
It hasn't.
It has upset me.
You spelled your name right.
Oh, that's OK.
National News.
The only thing that would improve the show is to bring Linda Nolan on and let her do her strip.
Not on my birthday.
He's such a voyeur, that man. But, I mean, we'll pin it back up in the toilet later, which is probably the best place for it.
Indeed, and I've brought you some calls.
Oh, that's nice. Well, before we take the calls, we ask people to send in birthday presents for you, all right? We've got loads over here. In fact, open that one.
Oh.
Come on, quickly. Open that. Get that. Oh,
it's not parcel.
It's what?
Open quickly.
What is it? OK, we'll do it later. We'll go back to that. We'll go back to that one later. This one over here. This is another one. And these are all genuinely sent in for Linda's birthday.
Are you sure I should open
Yeah, go on. What have you been up to?
What have I been doing? I've been doing Oh, my goodness me.
Take it out, for goodness sake. This one comes... Well, we don't know. Get it out. This one came from Falkirk, from Bill Strong.
Do you want the Latin name? Penis erectus. Yeah? It's a flowering cacti. Oh, I'm touched.
Yeah, don't hold it. Yes.
I was just appreciating my present.
Yes.
Can I put it back in here?
I'd like to see them with that funny gardener who pretends to be a TV presenter on the BBC. I'd like to see him doing that. We maybe put a packet of those in there as well. Yes. Ah, right, OK, before we get on with the calls, one more present, and this is probably the guy who's going to win the present of actually... This, believe it or not,
what a big one.
was sent to you by, hang on, it's on the back there, Andrew Tate from Jesmond, Newcastle upon Tyne. It's a didgeridoo. Have a go.
Just put it in my mouth and blow?
Put it in.
What do you mean?
Yes, OK, put it in your mouth and blow. Go on.
I can't.
It's doing Stevie an awful lot of good, look. Yes. Yeah.
I don't normally have this trouble.
You take
it also says, please can you inform Gordon?
Yes.
Gordon? Who's Gordon?
He's a producer, but we don't worry about him.
Oh, Gordon,
yeah,
Gordon. Sorry.
Yes.
Please inform Gordon that I have a set of live material ready to try out.
Yeah, OK, well, look, we'll talk about that later. Linda, you go and practice in there, and I'll talk to you a little later. Oh, take the rubbish. Do you want the plant?
I don't want the box, I want the plant.
You want the plant? OK. Right, thank you very much.
Lucky girl, I might not see you later.
Yeah. Please, no smut. That's the sort of thing you expect on Wogan, not on this show. Alistair from West Lothian. Hello, Alistair.
Hello, James.
Hi, yes. Joke. What makes you laugh, Alistair? Is it sort of cruel humour, alternative humour, or smut?
Oh, all sorts of things. I can't possibly tell you in a family show like this. Anyway, happy birthday, Linda, and especially for you, I've got 2 Irish jokes.
Go on, then.
Right, first of all, why does an Irishman wear 2 condoms?
Go on.
To be sure, to be sure.
Oh, no, yes, good. Yeah, OK.
And secondly, how many Irishmen does it take to change a light bulb?
3 or 4.
No, 100.
100?
Yes.
Why?
One to change the light bulb and 99 to turn the house round.
99 to turn the house round.
Yeah, can I get a packet of condoms?
You can. We'll send you a packet for that. Thank you, Alistair. Richard from Lincoln. Hello, Richard.
James, how are you?
I'm very well, Richard. How are you?
Fine, thank you very much indeed.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Linda.
Happy birthday to... All right, happy birthday to Linda. She's playing with her plant at the moment.
Oh,
I can see her over there. She's watering it. Yes, OK, we're right. Richard, off you go.
What do you call a cow from the North Pole?
What do you what?
Call a cow from the North Pole.
What do you call a cow from the North Pole? What are you doing down there, Sheila? Could you get up? Why is she crawling all over the floor? I don't know what you call a cow from the North Pole. What do you call a cow from the North Pole?
An Eskimo.
An Eskimo. Give him a round of applause. Yay! All right, and seriously, thank you very much indeed for all the cards, Belinda. Very nice. And somebody actually sent her a pair of rubber gloves. I don't know what she thought it would do with rubber gloves.
When you go in the hairdressers, they always sit in a chair that they start talking to the mirror.
Is very funny comedian Mick Miller, and I've kind of recreated Mick. Okay,
start the car.
You may notice from here, he's got a pigtail down the back.
My little boy come in. My little boy come in.
Shoes,
6.
very nice shoes. Get a
stupid name for a kid. I said, what do you want, 6? He said, Dad, there's a man at the door with a bald head. I said, well, tell him I've got one. You dozing little kid. He said to his mother, he said, Mum, when I get older, I want to be shot into space. She said, if your father done what he was told, you would have been. I was...
Ladies and gentlemen, Mick Miller!
Hello!
Mick! How are you, James? Very well. Mick, humour, you've been a comic for, well, obviously, judging by the head, quite some time.
20 years. 20 years.
20 years?
20 years now,
20 years, my God.
I started off bald, and look at me now.
Yes, yes, and a very fine head. And I suggested you keep this on, didn't I, really?
Well, that's it, yes.
You normally let it all down, don't you?
Yes,
yeah.
Curtains.
Curtains. Yes, but I think it'll be good news for sort of alternative comedy like this.
Well, that's it. If it's funny, it's funny.
Yeah. Is there any difference between new comedy? I mean, all these sort of comedy stores and places like that have started up.
I don't think so. I don't think so. We've got youngsters here.
Yeah.
I can make them laugh.
You can make them laugh?
Yes, yes.
How do you make them laugh?
I can do an impression from that fabulous film.
Yeah.
Remember the film with David Bowie in? Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence? Yeah. An impression. Mr. Lawrence, Merry Christmas.
You made them laugh. Let's see if the audience can make you laugh.
Correct.
Let's see if the audience make you laugh. See if the audience can make you laugh. Just look at them, they're pretty funny, aren't they? This one down here that I thought looked like... Bart Simpson. Yeah. They make you laugh. Yeah. Over here, we've got the Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. John Major. And this one over here is just a jerk, obviously. He can make you laugh as well. And there was somebody over... Where, John McCarrick from Channel 4 Racing. Over here, John. Who's a bit of a comedian? We've got. Did you want to tell a joke?
Certainly not.
Yes,
I bet you've got some good humour. Give us a gag.
Yeah, go on, give us a gag. Yeah, okay, right. That's excellent, yeah. That's very good. Your timing is good.
Yeah. Mime act.
Yeah.
Give us a gag. Go on, give us a gag.
Let's try one more over here. Do you do anything? No. Okay, shove off out of the way. Right, come here. Go on. There we are. Big moment. Right. Stand up straight. Yeah, well, I don't know what... Yeah, okay. Right, yeah, okay. Go on, off you go.
Right, there's a couple of elves having a nice lunch in the afternoon and...
Sorry, into the camera. It's better if you do it into the camera. Right, okay, yep.
And they're enjoying themselves, nice bottle of wine, and the moment gets the better of the bloke and he jumps on the girl and gives her his best shot. And they're lying there afterwards and he turns to her and he says, "I'm sorry, if I'd have known you were a virgin, I wouldn't have made love to you." She says, "If I'd have known you were going to make love to me, I'd have taken my tights off."
Now, why is it, Mick? Why is it people have to be smutty? I mean, why do they have to be smutty? What's so funny about smut and filth? What's funny about using those rude words? What is funny about that?
Nice one. A young lad, 16.
Can't people be clean?
16, went into a chemist. He said, "A packet of condoms, please." The woman said, "Large or small?" He said, "Large."
Do that again, I like that bit.
She gave him a box of 2,000.
OK, we'll have some more humour later. Thank you very much indeed. Give yourselves a nice round of applause. Right, a little music now. This is a great video. I don't know if you've seen it before. It's from Halloween and Kids of the Century. Love it. Heavy metal, you and I. Are we back? Do you mind not? Would you tell me when we're coming back on? That was Halloween. Do you like that? Yeah, that's good. I told them to say that. They couldn't actually see it, but they can look at it. Now, this is John Hind. John is a self-confessed humorologist. Probably why he sticks his hair up like that. Is that right, John, or not? I don't know. John has actually written a book that he says, he's given me a little card here. He says, The Comic Inquisition, the book that strips comedians naked.
Absolutely naked.
It's a difficult subject to talk about. When they said, well, let's do a programme on comedy, I said, how can you discuss comedy? How can you talk about it?
Well, you touched on it a couple of weeks ago, didn't you? You asked Bernard about whether he thought any jokes were offensive. Mm. He said, no.
Yes,
so,
I
get the impression that's what...
Yeah. Actually, you talked to Bernard, didn't you, in this book? Interviewed him.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
What did you find him like to talk to?
I thought he's great, actually. I really like him. I mean, I would always tell people jokingly that when they ask me who was the nicest person, that he was. Because in a sense, you know, that's exactly what people don't expect, and they don't like to hear that.
Come on, tell me more. Tell me more. You see, I've looked through the book. I've got a little bit marked out here. You say, laughter is said to be just one step away from crying.
Yes. No, but yes.
You think it is?
Remove from, well, so you're born crying. Mm. When you're born, your mother, the doctor slaps your ass. And
everybody laughed. You see, they laugh at that. They got the idea of somebody slapping somebody.
And you cry. You actually start with a cry.
Yeah.
But people don't start laughing until they're 3 or 4 months old. And that's at the stage when your eyes open and suddenly you see your mother for the first time. Mm. And that is the primal laugh.
Can you analyse comedy like this? I mean, you have done. You've looked through different comedy. You've analysed it in this book as a humorologist.
Is it tricky, you mean?
No, I wonder if it sort of messes you up for actually going and having a good laugh, because you're looking at a comedian and thinking, well, he's doing it because of this reason.
But you'll find, yeah, that's a strange thing, but you'll find that comedians actually do spend a lot of time analysing what they do. Mm. So I thought it only fair to do it in that. But that book, the book, when you read it, it's actually, when the comedians are being serious, that it can be funny that way. When they're being funny, you can see it seriously. So it's a sort of a strange cocktail. I mean, someone like Emo is completely... He's never off.
We're going to talk to Emo a little later, actually, yeah. Timing is all important, isn't it? Mm. Do you think timing is important?
It certainly is for this show.
Yeah. Let's take a break.
James Whale. The James Whale Radio Show. James Whale. The James Whale Radio Show.
OK, welcome back. Here we are, live in Leeds tonight. It's a very warm night as well. Poor old Mick. You see, the problems when you don't have a lot of hair, well, there are very few problems. It's actually an advantage.
Hang on a minute. I quite like this.
Well, so I'm saying there are no problems, really, except that when you sweat, and these guys will be sweating, but, of course, their hair mops it up. Their hair mops it up.
These guys?
So, well, you've joined the club, haven't you? David Renwick, ladies and gentlemen. David Renwick, we're very lucky to have David on the show tonight because he's one of the top... Renwick?
Renwick.
I said that to the... I said Renwick.
I said, was it Whale or Wally?
I liked you, actually. I'm going right off you. Do you know, I'm going right off you.
That was my best gag.
David is actually a scriptwriter who's written for all sorts of programmes, including the two Ronnies.
Looks at his crib.
Including the two Ronnies. You did 45 of those chair sets, didn't you, for...
Ronnie Corbett.
Yeah,
I
sitting in the chair.
Yes, I have.
And I used to think he just sat there and made it up himself.
Really, yes. Well, that's. I think that's a tribute to his reading of the auto cue, really. No, I mean he was great to write for, Ronnie, and a lot of it is his character, which I don't think has maybe been touched on yet. I mean, that's why I've moved off really from writing for variety shows and comedians, because I think. In the end, I think what makes you laugh most is the character of the person that's actually relaying it to you. I mean, Mick is a great example. Mick is a funny guy.
I stole. Can I just?
Yes, you were telling me earlier that you'd
one of them things where Ronnie used to do in the chair.
Only one.
And I thought it was hilarious.
He's now going to die on this audience out here.
I might not put it over as well, but he did one gag and he said, "I've got a very unusual pet, a tin of salmon." Now that's my type of...
It wasn't my gag. I'm very relieved. It was actually they held an unusual pets contest, and owing to a shortage of entries, one won it with a tin of salmon. It was the actual verbatim, but it was Spike Mullins wrote that anyway. So
I'm amazed because people like Mick, you pay people quite often to write your jokes, or you make a few up yourself, but basically you rely on other people to feed you the material.
Yes, yes.
And here's David who does that for all sorts of people. I mean, it's not just the two Ronnies. You've done stuff for alternative comedians, whatever they are. And
I think you'd find David would have to go and see it, the artist, and get into his style first, wouldn't you?
I would if I still had any inclination to write for comedians. Yes, I would. But in the days when I used to do that, certainly it's absolutely. I mean, you should gear it to the person that you're writing for.
I mean, you're writing at the moment Poirot, which is one of the best, I think, TV shows at the moment. Very funny. It has a very dry sense of humour.
Yes, it's a good transitional point, I think. I mean, if you want to get into drama from comedy, I mean, because there is a strong comic element in that, in addition to all of the mystery and the thriller.
Are you yourself a frustrated performer? Would you rather have been doing the stuff yourself?
I'm a frustrated writer.
No, David, I think, too much false modesty is not good on this show, all right?
I did about 2 or 3 years of sporadic performing before I realised I was completely useless, as this evening is proving.
David, you're wonderful.
I mean, it's something you have knocked out of you. I think you learn your limitations early on.
I must point out, David is probably more nervous than anybody I've seen on the show because you're not used to performing. You don't really want to do it, but we're grateful that you are. Now,
how do you get into sort of writing for a performer then? The first time you met Sexy Lexi. How do you say that you have to get inside their head? But,
it just came about because we used him on a show.
You tell me what you think about this, David. We'll show you some clips of some of the comedians that have actually appeared on this show. Let's turn the television around and have a look at this. Here we go.
The other morning I was waiting for the bus. There was this girl sitting on one of them concrete litter bins. She went to, "Hey, Gary," because she knew me, She went to, "Hey, Gary, I've waited that long for a bus. My ass has gone to sleep." I said, "I know, I said, I've heard it snore 5 times. This prostitute came up to me. She said, "Have you got £5 for a short time?" I said, "I've not had £5 for a bloody long time."
I'm going to start off with a few impersonations. Here we go with the impersonation number 1. Here we go. That was a coffee percolator. Or a bidet. If you're posh like me.
And it was a girl in the bar. I thought I'd chat her up. She said, "Can I buy you a drink?" She said, I'll have a large brandy and baby sham, I guess. I said, guess again. She said, why didn't you come up to my bedroom? There's a mirror on the ceiling. I said, well, that's no good to me. I don't shave in bed.
She's going to do some of her favourite impressions for you now. No, Placido Domingo, pissed out of his head.
This fella's in bed with this girl, her husband comes home from work, and the fella's on the bed like that. Oh, husband said, hey! He said, what the bloody hell's going on here, like? The fella said, I'm from the council. He said, what do you mean you're from the council? He said, I'm the official moth catcher. He said, he got no clothes on. He said, bastards.
I go to the playground all the time to watch the little kids jump up and down and scream, because they don't know I'm using blanks.
A sort of complete diversity of humour. Oh, you got the... Yes, Linda?
I've got the colds and I've still got my didgeridoo.
Have you? Well, how are you doing? Oh, look, that's good. Yeah, how are you? Do you want a quick blow for us? See how you've improved? There we are. Let's go on.
No, I can't.
Oh, OK. Well, we'll do it later. We'll do it later. See,
not big enough breaths.
You've not got big enough breath. OK. Don't be crude, please. I'm trying to sort of, you know...
What do you mean? I'm serious. I can't blow that.
Well, go and get someone to help you. Warm it up a little bit. Emo Philips. We've got Emo on. Hello, Emo.
Hello, James.
How are you, Emo?
I can only hear you.
You can only hear...
What did the girl talk about just now?
I beg your pardon, Emo?
Huh?
Whoa, where are you?
What was she blowing there?
A didgeridoo.
Oh!
It's like a long, thin, wooden thing.
I know what that's like.
You do?
So how's ever? I heard you had some snow last week.
Yeah, it's all gone now. It's all gone. You're in Chicago, is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad here.
Is
Not
it?
as bad as other places, though. I called my girlfriend in Montana. Apparently, she got 8 inches last night.
How cold is it over there, Emo? Is it, you know?
So cold, I considered contracting gonorrhea just for the burning sensation.
Yes. How's your career going, Emo?
Well, pretty good. I got a standing ovation last night. I think it counts if people are putting their coats on during it. I did an epilepsy banquet. You had them rolling in the aisle. You know what?
What?
This cold weather plays havoc with my car.
It does?
It does. I called the mechanic. I said, my car starts, but it doesn't move. He said, check the trans. So I said to my brother, take off your dress and help me with this thing. I called this other mechanic. I said I was going down a steep hill.
Yeah.
And I went to slam on the brakes and they didn't work. He said, sounds like you lost a lot of fluid. I said, well, who wouldn't? Anyway.
Emo, listen, thank you very much indeed.
Well, thank you for paying for this.
That's okay, Emo. I think we're still on the air, aren't we? Thanks a lot. Bye, Emo. That was Emo Philips, ladies and gentlemen. And actually, Emo appears in your book, John. Mm-hmm. You interviewed him, yes. Which in itself is a feat, really, when I think about it.
He's the only one in the book who was completely humorous all the way through. He didn't click out of it.
I mean, when you talk to him, he is still that character that he portrays.
About the 8th time I spoke to him, his voice goes normal.
Yeah. That's okay. That's Stevie, the cameraman. He talks to himself a lot when we're working like that. It's very, very strange
indeed. He's happy. He's just moved out of his mother's house.
You heard about that, have you? Mm. Yeah, OK. Right, let's take another call. Mark from Hordon in Essex. Hello, Mark.
Good evening, James.
Good evening, Mark. Make us laugh.
How's one expected to follow Emo, though?
I don't know. It's a bit difficult, isn't it? I'm glad it's you and not me.
Well, on the subject of football, which has been in the news today, who is the least popular person at a football match involving Borussia Mönchengladbach?
I don't know.
The person who chants, give us a B. B.
Thank you very much indeed. Did you get that? I didn't get that.
I think it was a very long name. I think
it's a very... yes, I see. OK, well, we get...
I'll just explain them.
David, thank you for that. That's good, David. Do you ever cringe, David, when people sort of use your material badly?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you want to get out there and say, not like that?
I usually do, yes, 95% of the time.
OK, well, listen, I've got a little treat for all of you here. I want to know what a humorologist thinks of my next guest, and I want to know whether you'd ever fancy writing for something like this. I've had quite a lot of letters, as usual, to the programme about my next guest. This one comes from Michelle Sullivan from Burley and Wharfdale, and she says, Jolly, jolly Chuck is something else. She says, why can't he have more time on TV? I don't know, I think he should as well. Also, where can we see him live? I don't know that live is actually a way I talk about Charlie. I mean, he's not really of this planet, but we've managed to get him out of the asylum for tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the rather strange talents of Mr. Charlie Chuck.
What I'm going to say now might upset a lot of people. But in life, you have two things to worry about. That's whether you're in good health or in bad health. If you're in good health, you've nothing to worry about. But if you're in bad health, you've two things to worry about. Whether it's serious or whether it's not. If it's not, you've nothing to worry about. If it's serious, you've two things to worry about. Whether you're going to live or whether you're going to die. If you're going to live, you've nothing to worry about. If you're going to die, you've still two things to worry about. That's whether you're going to go to heaven or whether you're going to go to hell. If you're going to go to heaven, you've nothing to worry about. If you're going to go to hell, Edie? Edie? Is anybody there? Edie! Charlie? Edie! She'd a cup and a ball that went with it. She'd note. In her pockets at all. Cup was turned upside down on the table. Eh? And on top of the cup, put ball. I'm placing this ball in my pocket, said Edie, with a secretive smile. But she didn't. She hadn't. It weren't there at all. It were under the cup. I can bleeding tell you that. Yes, bleeding, get out. It's between me and Edie, this. It's nothing to do with you. Bleeding, get out, you bleeding sugar. Bleeding,
You're right, Charlie. Are you all right?
Nothing to do with you.
Can somebody look after... I'm sorry, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Chuck, thank you very much indeed. And we are starting a fan club for him, and he does appear. He's appearing at the crematorium next week, actually. And should we... Are you all right? This is Stevie, by the way. What? I don't know. What are we doing now?
Sit down and take a call.
Oh, take a call. Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, OK. Well, we'll take a call. I was actually going to go and do the mail, but we're not there yet, are we?
Break first.
Yeah, OK. I just get so sort of carried away with Charlie, you see. It's quite funny. Call, yes. Hello, who's there? Paul from... where the hell are you from, Paul? Are you there, Paul?
Yeah, all right, James.
Yeah, Paul, don't mess me around, Paul.
All right,
Don't
well,
try, you know, please.
Staley Bridge in Manchester.
From where?
Staley Bridge in Manchester.
Stale in Manchester. Staley Bridge in Manchester.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I've got
okay.
2 jokes for you, gents.
Okay, which is the funniest one?
All right, the second one.
Okay, tell the second one first.
All right.
Okay.
What do you call a scouser
Yes.
in a semi-detached?
Bloody lucky, I should think. Thank you very much indeed. Paul Lee from... Oh, sorry, Paul. We'll go back, Paul. What was it? What was it, Paul?
He's gone.
He's gone.
It sounds like he's gone. They couldn't keep... Yeah, okay. Right. Lee, hello.
Hello, James.
From Grantham.
Yeah.
Okay, Lee.
What's the difference between a leper and a hard-boiled egg?
What's the difference? Hang on, just a minute, Mick. Is this sick or not?
Yeah, I think so. Get it off.
You wouldn't have this on?
No, no.
Do you know the answer to this?
Yes, but
What is it?
Well, I couldn't
You wouldn't
do
tell it on television?
I'll put it on. No.
Yeah? What is the difference between a leper and a hard-boiled egg?
I'm not telling it. It's not my style.
Okay. Okay. Lee?
Can't dip your toast in a hard-boiled egg.
I didn't hear that. I was bloody lucky, wasn't it? Thank you very much indeed, Lee. Should we take a break? I think we'll take a break. Don't go away. We'll get a few more. And Mick, do you want to borrow my pen to write them down?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
right. Take a break. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're back. Right, this is... sorry, I got it all worked out now. This is where we do the mail and stuff and the competition. Should we do the competition first or the mail first? What do you fancy? The mail first. OK, all right, we'll do the mail first. I can't believe that people live in this state. Can you?
It's absolutely like home.
Yes? Oh,
No.
talking about Linda at home, I'm glad you said that, because you don't know, but Mick Miller, who you know quite well, I believe, don't tell the husband.
Very
but
well. Actually, Mick and I are doing summer season in Blackpool at Maggie May's.
Yeah, OK, right.
24th of May, tickets available.
Mick actually
And
gave me
Junior
this...
Johnson from the band.
Have you finished?
No.
OK, right. Mick actually gave me this photograph of you tossing in your kitchen.
Tossing?
And, yeah, look, can we get a shot of that? I don't know. If you, we haven't told anybody about that. There's you with a pancake. You see that?
Oh, my God, I am as well. Thank God,
Yeah.
what a different top.
OK, right. Now, last week we
Not
got...
a bad tosser.
Not a bad tosser at all. Could I get on with this a serious bit? Last week we did a programme on dyslexia. We had a terrific... could you get me a 239 when you're there? OK. Terrific response. Thank you very much indeed. The people who phoned the British Dyslexia Association, and there were hundreds of them, keep on, because they had a tape, and that ran out, and they will also get back to the ones who rang in as soon as they can. But if you'd like more help, call them, and the number to ring, will get in touch with us. We'll give you their address. So thank you for the facts to Charlie. David Rudge from Solihull wrote in, and he said a very good point was made on the programme about job applications. I think it's possible I'd be working as other than a lorry driver if I could only spell the words I like to write down. And that's, isn't it, right? John Rishworth from Colchester says, the collective refusal of various local authorities to send a representative to appear on your show makes one wonder what it is they are afraid of. Dyslexia, a problem that hopefully through the programme a little way will be solved.
That was a really
people have
good
it.
programme, actually.
That's for sweet of you.
It was. I'm not just saying that because
No,
I'm
yes,
sitting
you are,
beside
you actually. We asked the question last week, can you spell dyslexia? A lot of people wrote in, some said yes and some said no. Victoria Sinclair's little lingerie shop in Knaresborough in North Yorkshire gave us these. Yeah, you like these, wouldn't you?
I've got them.
Oh, I thought so. OK, these are G-strings?
G-strings.
Okay. Could you get my coffee? It's a 239 and stop messing around with that. OK. 249, that's right. And this is dyslexia. That's the winner is David Smith, who did it. You see, disc, leg, C, her. Thanks a lot, matey. Good, that's excellent. Now, we're going to go on now, I think, round the corner. So hold on to those. Don't let those go. Take the coffee. And we're going to get this competition done now. Would you get someone to tidy this up? Because
Certainly, leave it to me.
Leave it like that, OK? Simon, you there, old mate? Good. It's all go, isn't it, Simon? Now, Michael Jackson.
Didgeridoo.
Michael Jackson. Where is he?
There he is.
Let's get him on. This is Michael Jackson, live on the Whale Show tonight. A new video game.
Hold on, you watch this bit.
OK.
Coming up. Here we go, hold on.
It's nice, I'm enjoying it so far.
Talk amongst yourself.
Oh,
There we
coin
go.
into the jukebox. Wow.
Bosh, here we go.
Oh. Now, whilst you're playing this, I'll talk to you, OK? You concentrate. But Michael Jackson actually helped develop this, didn't he?
Yeah, this a couple of years ago when he was touring in Japan, he approached Sega, who designed the programs, and put a proposal to them. And he actually, when the thing was produced, he actually got involved with the whole, the whole series of events. For example, this bit here, the spin, and the hat attack was all part of Michael's origination.
It's brilliant, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, we're going to give this away. You're going to let me have this and give it away. £200 worth of video game. Brand new game developed by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And the question you have to answer is this. What was the first solo hit that Michael Jackson had in the UK? The first solo hit Michael Jackson had in the UK. Put it down on a postcard or a sealed envelope and send it to this address. Wales Mail, care of Yorkshire Television, Leeds LS31JS. And it's the same address as well if you want to write into the programme. You've got some ideas for the show. And those of you who like to complain, don't we? Do you like to complain? You like to complain, yeah. Yeah, if you like to complain, what sort of complaint? We're going to do a programme on complaints. Anything you think about, write and let us know. Simon had a joke he wanted to tell me. Do you think this would be a good time to tell it?
Yeah, how long have I got?
Well, about 2 seconds or so. I mean, yeah.
It's a topic.
About 10 seconds. The other cameraman can go.
It's a topical joke.
Yeah, good.
Since the outbreak of war, the Iraqis have found 2 new uses for sheep. It's food and wool.
Oh, no, that's nice. That's all, yeah. Food and wool. I like that, Simon.
When you're ready.
I like that, Simon.
Now we know why they're a camera crew, don't we?
Yeah, OK. Well, let's take a call. Mark, do you like the suit, by the way? I quite like the suit. Arasil. Very nice. Spanish. Mark? Mark from Essex. Paul from Manchester. Lee from Grantham. Nigel from... Where on earth do these calls come from? Nigel from North Hants, or Nottingham or somewhere. Nigel, hello.
Hello, James.
Yeah, where are you from, Nigel?
Bolton.
Bolton?
In Manchester.
I'm going to talk to you after this, Linda. No, never mind, Linda. Yes, Nigel, go on.
I was told after the band, bring on the phone calls. It's Nigel from Manchester. What can you do? I didn't have this trouble when I was running the show.
Could we actually get a collection for someone to send in the front of your dress?
There's not a lot more front that could be used in this dress.
Can I come and work in
It's a Teddy,
Ladies'
actually.
Maid?
I like your suit.
Do you? Oh, you're nice.
Happy birthday anyway, Linda.
Oh,
thank you very much. You're a gentleman.
Go. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have for you the first appearance on British television now of a band that are called the Wild River Apples. They haven't been seen on TV. This is their new single, and it's great. Just watch this. It's called I Can't Wait for Heaven.
This is what you want, innit? Instead of magicians coming out on television going, look, there's a lovely dove. What you want to say is, look, there's the dove having a wank. Which is what's basically happening, huh? Don't magicians bother doing that, bringing rabbits out of hats and doves out of boxes and all that crap. I mean, what's wrong with the good old-fashioned chicken from the arsehole illusion? By the way, just to show you that I can do it, the classic rabbit from the hat. There we go, starving Ethiopian version. Thank you very much, Dave. I also do very alternative card tricks, ladies and gentlemen. These card tricks are incredibly alternative. What happens is, instead of you pick a card and I find it, what happens is you pick a card and you bloody well find it.
Now, there we are. That's Jerry Sadovich. I think very, very funny indeed. Now, you've actually, John, you've got a quote in your book from Jerry, haven't you?
Well, quite a lot. Yeah, a chapter on him.
Well, let's not read the whole chapter, but one quote would be good.
Well, I'm non-sexist and all that. It's just women that I hate. Then I asked him...
No, could you read about Mr. Sadovich?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, sorry, right. Oh, sorry, yes, I thought, yeah.
I hate women
Coffee's
as well.
good, anyway.
Who's your favourite philosopher? Schopenhauer. It's one of the greatest moments in life when you come across someone who feels the same way as you. I quote, "The most effective consolation in every misfortune and every affliction is to observe others who are more unfortunate than we. And everyone can do this, but what does this say of the condition of the whole?"
Yeah, what sort of condition is the whole in? I mean...
Indeed.
You've got to laugh there, haven't you?
Is that the card you're thinking of?
Uh-huh.
What? That...
Now, a lot of comedians are magicians, start off magicians, and people start being magicians at about 8 when they start masturbating, apparently. And Jerry's comedy evolved out of that. A lot of Steve Martin, magic.
We've got Steve Martin on the show somewhere. Could you bring? Could somebody just bring Steve Martin over? He's been very quiet, but bring him over. Do you think? Let me ask David this. Do you think that sort of humour, could you write for that kind of thing? Would you want to do that or not?
I personally couldn't. I mean, what I've seen of Jerry Sadowitz I find very funny. But, I mean, I think that it kind of has to come from the gut, really. I mean, it is very individual, and I mean, it's horses for courses.
Because you wrote for Spike Milligan.
I'm afraid I did, yeah.
And Kenny Everett.
And Alexi Sale, who's not sort of unlike... But I think the stuff they do most successfully comes from themselves because it's, you know, I mean, it's from their brain, really, and it's such an individual and distinctive style, and it's so idiosyncratic. But I don't think you could, I mean, if you wrote that down and then he then had to learn it and perform it, I think it would be very stilted and wouldn't work at all.
What do you think, Mick, when you're going out and doing a club, do you actually decide what sort of... Excuse me, can I... What?
I'm not going to hold Steve Martin here for the whole night if you're not even going to acknowledge that he's here.
Sorry. Let go of him, see if he can stand on his own. No, he's pissed, you see. Do you decide what sort of...
Well, I do different types of gigs. I mean, one day you could be doing a woman's round table, and then, I went to the Gulf to entertain the lads. So, I mean...
You went where?
I went out to the Gulf and entertained the lads.
What do they do to deserve that?
Well, that's it. If you're a golfer out there, it's a big bunker, I can tell you. It's, I went out there and I walked on, you know, travelled this 1,000 miles with my helmet and my gas mask, and I walked on the first show. I said, I'm a schizophrenic, and this guy shouted, well, why don't you both get off?
You sure that wasn't Kate Adie?
And Saudi Arabia, you know, they had a pantomime this year. It was Ali Baba and the 40 fellas with one hand.
Because they cut the hand off.
They cut the hands off, you see.
No, really?
Yeah. Oh, I just didn't think you'd get that.
No.
Start the car.
Okay, we'll be ready in a few moments. Can we just... You got some more presents?
Yeah, look.
What's this one?
Something else to blow.
Oh, yeah, that's nice, a balloon.
It makes a noise, though, when you blow it up, but then it says happy birthday to you.
You can play that later.
And rubber gloves. No.
Rubber gloves, very useful. Yeah, actually, I mean, a lot of...
For my didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Yeah. Well, and does my didgeridoo.
I want you playing that in the summer.
Look, in the summer. Where are you in the summer, Mick?
Central Pier.
Maggie Mays.
Very good. Put those on.
Somebody said you have to sing down it, or you have a go.
No, you actually... I don't know if you don't happen to know anything about didgeridoos, do you?
About blowing?
Yeah. Oh, really? You don't... apparently you spit in them, you go...
Go on. Sunrise. I was there.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Let's talk to Nigel. Hi, Nigel.
Hello, James.
Where are you from?
From Bolton.
From Bolton.
Yeah,
Lancashire. A lot of comedians come from the north, don't they?
Yeah, they're quite good.
You're quite good.
Yeah, no, Bernard Manning's quite good. He comes from the...
Yeah. Okay. Well, what do you do to make everybody laugh?
Right. Just say this. What do you call a Welshman in the second round of the World Cup? And it's not horrible.
What do you call a Welshman? If my mother's looking, she won't speak to me anymore. What do you call a Welshman in...
The second round of the World Cup.
My mother's a Welshman. That's very good, David. Do you think you could write some stuff for me?
That isn't it.
I'll start.
Ask him the answer.
You'd like to say the punchline?
Right, go on.
The ref.
I was going to say that, I knew that.
Yeah, well, why didn't you say it?
Because it's awful.
I'm sorry about that, Nigel. She's ruined it for
You know,
you.
the worst people to tell a joke to are comedians.
Are they?
Because they never laugh.
I wasn't aware you were a comedian.
No, I'm saying...
Oh, sorry, yes, I beg your pardon.
I've got a nice one about the World Cup.
Have you?
Yes, you know Jim Leighton, the Scottish goalkeeper.
Good. Yes.
Him and Michael Jackson have got a lot in common. They both wear gloves for no apparent reason.
You see, that's why he's at Maggie Mays. That's 3 plugs. I should get more money.
Do I believe that you're at Maggie Mays this summer?
Well, you might if you came to see me.
Nicola, we got to go. Say bye-bye. Nicola?
Bye.
Can you ring back next week, Nicola?
Yeah, I can.
OK, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Have a nice weekend. Thank you to everybody. We're back next Friday night. In the meantime, we're going to have a party, shall we?
Yes, happy birthday. I mean, hello, Bobby. And happy birthday to Mick.
Yeah, OK, come on then. We'll go and have a party. Talk to the audience over here.
Can anybody blow this?
There is... how long have we got to go? What about... anybody got a joke? This lady over here has got a chubby brown joke. Can you get it in before the end of the show? A chubby brown joke. Go on. Come on. Quickly.
Quickly, dead quick.
Hang on just 1 minute. Are you ready? Are you ready? OK, just look into the camera and I'll cue it when you start the chubby brown joke, all right? Don't do anything until I tell you. Are you ready? OK, here we go.